Hello, hello. Hold on, let me make sure I'm talking to the mic. Remember when Orlando Brown he deep throated that mic for no reason at all. That's just so funny. Um, but welcome. To, this is a new episode of Cameos. I am Samson. With me, I have just rambling. Uh, where's Fu Money is away this week. I know he was here last week. He took a break to come join us for our One Piece discussion. Uh, but now actually Enjoy Slurm saw him. Enjoy Slurm said he saw him on a he was trying all the new meals at McDonald's. Is that what Enjoy Slurm said?
I
Nah,
believe
the
that's what he
K-pop
said
Demon Hunter
verbatim.
meal. That's what it was. The K-pop Demon Hunter meal. Food's gonna try them and see if they how different the taste is in each region. You know, and he's gonna just be bumping the soundtrack the whole way. Um, and then of course O'Shaughnessy. Uh, I think Enjoy Slurms is apparently he's been everywhere. He also saw O'Shaughnessy, um, and he said he's the new founder of an AI tech farm slash data center, uh, where they focus on furry AI. So that's what's going on with O'Shaughnessy and Fumani. Thank you, Enjoy Slurms, for letting us know.
I feel like we should hire Enjoy Slurms for like on the ground journalism.
You be at the furry orgies, lube and fur flying around like it's a hurricane while he's trying to give his update.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Right, we gotta. I'll just let you get into the news.
All
Uh,
right, because I've been sitting there scrambling trying to get all the stories together. So I appreciate you going on that little detour about our beloved friends and co-hosts and their misadventures and fooddom. And there's another word I can't use, but O'Shaughnessy be up to the furry shit. Anyways, speaking of fooddom, KFC is bringing back its bizarre pickle menu to the UK, and it includes a pickle flavored Pepsi.
yeah, it's weird. And you can apparently is that the one where you can win a? It's like a pickle jacket or something like that to
Is it
commemorate.
really a victory if it's a pickle jacket?
It's like or it has like pickle juice in it. It's like a puffer jacket with some pickles in it.
None of the things
One
you've
of its
listed
kind.
sound like a worthwhile trophy.
Sorry, something's in my eye. But yeah, this is weird. Where is it? Poland? Is that where it was?
Okay. Um, Calling it Pickle Mania.
But where
And
specifically in the UK? Cause I thought it was
it's not
Poland.
really specifying in this article. It just says UK.
All right, I'm gonna just keep saying Poland because I like that Lil Yachty song. Take
Hey, Fumani's here.
the WAP. First of all, Fu Money's up here providing spoilers. Ignore what he's saying right now. That's a spoiler.
Uh, let's see what else we got. Pizza Hut is launching a new hot dog stuffed crust pizza for baseball season.
That's also was that in Canada? That's not here.
I mean, we're responsible though in some capacity.
I'm pretty sure wherever that is. Well, Flu's gonna be taking
um,
a trip. He's
yeah, and
he's
in this
gonna
article,
fly his
in
family
this
out.
article, it also mentions that IKEA revealed a gigantic 20-inch long glizzy only available in the UAE.
That's a little. I was about to say something suggestive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we should
Because you
probably get
got
on like Rumble Kick to like really get our thoughts out because we're
yeah.
restrained on Twitter.
Because you know who goes to the UAE a lot,
Yeah, that we're on the same exact
right? So you
page.
gotta if they go to IKEA, that's the new kink. The prince is gonna be buying the glizzies. Eat this. Take him on a boat way out. Eat this.
it's, it's about to be used for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, as soon as I saw UAE, I just thought that's nasty.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for joining us, Rivers. That's a young carry out. Young carry, you
And
about to
then,
be in the Dubai. Oh, he about to be in the UAE with the
hey, can you do
glizzy.
some boots on the ground journalism and pick up one of them things?
He gonna have one of the OnlyFans models with it. Oh yeah, I forgot food can translate. Man, that is crazy.
Speaking of crazy, a 12-ton shipment of Kit Kat bars has been stolen, with the company warning of a possible shortage. They say, and I quote, "We've always encouraged people to have a break with Kit Kat, but it seems thieves have taken the message too literally and made a break with more than 12 tons of our chocolate."
That's tough. And I thought they got it situated. Like they didn't find the candy, but as far as the shortage is concerned, like you're good. You don't have to worry about the Kit Kat shortage anymore. I think they're straight now.
This
But
sounds like the
that's
perfect cross.
tough.
This sounds like Food's perfect crossover. Kit Kat heist on the road. Fast and the Furious meets Willy
I
Wonka and the
know.
Chocolate Factory.
That's what I was
Man,
thinking.
listen.
He got to go pitch it. Imagine that in 4D, and they just start shooting chocolate everywhere instead of the water. Because if you go to a 4D movie, the seats shake and they be spraying water on you and stuff. But
I don't
yeah,
trust any of that.
oh yeah,
But
Kit Kat, yeah, they got the supply chain right, so you don't. It's not disrupted anymore, so you're good. But the
oh, okay,
fact
that's
that
what they say.
somebody stole that much, like, did they mean to steal it?
I don't know. Like, well, that would be a funny ass movie though. Like, if the chocolate
Nah,
was being
definitely.
carried in one of those like armored bank vehicles for whatever reason, and then the robbers just came and broke into that shit thinking they about to get like bricks of gold. Turns out it's
Yeah,
just no bricks of European chocolate, and it is
that would be
by far
a great
it's
film,
a
great
diabetic.
commercial, great
That
everything.
would be a great Super Bowl commercial as well. I just don't understand. Like, what is the point? Like, is chocolate that valuable? Am I just not like hip to the sweets game to that extent? Like, is there some sort of like underground what's going on with the chocolate? I just don't understand why this of all things you could steal. Like, if you're
I
gonna
don't,
conduct a massive heist, you would think it'd be something of like true value. But like, what is there about this chocolate that's so significant?
I don't know. Chocolate in other countries is really good though. I will say it's like
Yeah,
better quality than
yeah,
our chocolate.
yeah. But everyone
But
tells
maybe,
us that our chocolate is trash, and somebody stole our
yeah.
chocolate. It apparently
Huh?
tastes spoiled, like old milk.
I thought they stole it in the EU. It was stolen here. That
Looks
yeah.
like.
Where was that at? All right,
Mm.
chill, carry out. I'm not gonna repeat that.
See, these are the things we can't really discuss,
Yeah, we can't talk. We
unfortunately.
can't say that.
But yeah, I don't know who's like. This sounds like uh Fast and the Furious versus
It
meets
does. I
Willy
hope they
Wonka.
catch him.
This
I
sounds
just
like
want to
something
see.
Slugworth would do.
I just want to see who did it, and I hope they look like a typical like villain, like they look like a movie villain,
That'd
just
be
to make it
hilarious.
like they got like an eye patch and scars on their face.
And they spin
Yeah,
around in
Toro
their chair.
mustache. Thank you, food. When they caught him, that has to be a movie. Well, all
I
right.
mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if they made movies about other crazy heists, like this might be the sequel to what was that movie? The one with the music by Edgar Wright, um, Baby Driver. This sounds like some shit out of just any one of those kind of
Oh, I
heist
love that
movies
movie.
where it's a great movie. I highly recommend it as
Yeah, it's very good.
well. On AI news, we got details on the death of OpenAI's Sora. The video generator was losing around $1 million per day. It had fewer than 500K users. Disney execs were informed of the shutdown less than an hour before it was announced. Disney is now in talks with over a dozen other companies to try and implement AI, and the Sora team is shifting focus to longer term bets like robotics.
Okay. See, I figured like we were talking about in our chat. I figured Disney's still trying to you know get that
Mm-hmm.
AI content created.
100%.
I get it. I mean, I see why they shut down Sora, but they lost what was it, $1 billion investment from Disney?
Yeah,
Because Disney
but
they never changed money never changed hands, so they just took the money back.
no.
But
But
I get it.
the AI bubble is steadily popping in just various different ways. And this is just another example of that. A lot of these video generators are starting to go down because it's like, where is the return on investment? Like, where's the profit
Yeah.
being
Also,
generated?
Food's right that like Food's talking about ByteDance. Uh, what was it? Seed Dance? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
C dance.
And after that, like after we saw that, it's like Sora can't really compete with that level of quality. So
Step their game up. There's a bunch of different AI generators out here competing to try to be the best one. Like it feels like every day I hear like,
try it.
oh, Gemini is ahead, then DeepSeek is ahead, then Chat GPT is ahead, and it's just like
I don't know,
it seems
man.
like I guess they just knew they couldn't compete with C Dance for whatever reason.
I don't think anyone
Which
can compete with C Dance, honestly.
because you know where they come from, right? Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, we can beat them in many different races. We ain't beating them in that one.
Yeah, nah.
They got it on lock.
This is borderline racist. I ain't.
No, I meant it on like that was a compliment. Like
That's C
we're not
Dance.
competing with China when it comes to AI.
Yeah, sorry. C Dance is a Chinese, or ByteDance is a Chinese AI engine,
Hmm.
and they
Yeah.
own C Dance. That's the one that's like really good. When they had the spaghetti monster, Will Smith fighting the spaghetti monster, and it looked like Will Smith in Men in Black.
It looked like Men in Black 4.
Yeah,
Everyone was sitting there saying it looked like shit. And I'm like, you're just saying that because I don't understand you want to hold on to your artistic integrity, which is fine. I respect that. And I am very much on the side of artistic integrity.
yeah,
But to sit there and deny the sheer quality of that, like the way it looked, this is very much a threat to creators all over. You need to recognize it as
yeah.
that.
Also, and they, yeah, thank you, Fu. They do also own part of Twitch, so we would never say anything negative about ByteDance or C Dance. They're amazing.
We we won't.
Move on.
I don't trust no corporation. Let's see. The U.S. Supreme Court has unanimously ruled that Cox Communications is not liable for music piracy by its users, overturning a $1 billion judgment won by major record labels. In a statement shared with Variety, the company said the Supreme Court's unanimous opinion is a decisive victory and affirms that internet service providers are not copyright police.
Oh yeah, good. So you can keep streaming your stuff. Enjoy.
Streaming's always been fine. It's the piracy that was the problem, which we would
Yeah,
never do here on Cameos. We always actively endorse the purchase of all intellectual property through all the legal channels with no sort of links provided in group
hey,
chats.
I don't provide no links to nothing.
Me neither. I never would.
Yeah, never.
Ever.
But go ahead and
Yeah,
stream your stuff, man. Enjoy.
yeah. Let's move on. Um, this is okay. I got to go through the whole story here. Okay, this was hilarious. The Lion King singer, I'm probably going to butcher the gentleman's name, but no disrespect.
It's
Libo
you're
Hong,
you're black.
Libo, it's either Libo Hong. I'm foundationally Black American, not
So
African.
right
I don't
now
know.
you
I don't know how
Dominican.
to pronounce this.
You know black today, huh? All right.
I'm always a black man. I just struggle with I struggle with names in general. I still don't know how to say David Villeneuve. That might be right. I'm sure
That's
O'Shaughnessy's in the
French.
comments somewhere.
I don't know how
He's
to say
about to
no
correct me.
French names.
So this gentleman's name is, to my best pronunciation, Libahong Moraki. He performed the iconic chant in Circle of Life, who we all know the song. I can't repeat it because of copyright reasons. He's suing a comedian for mistranslating the chant's meaning. The song begins with the chant, I, you all know how it goes. Meraki's lawsuit points to an episode of the 154 podcast where comedian Learn More Janasi joked the chant translates to, look, there's a lion. Oh my God. That on repeat.
Mm.
That is not the case at all. I believe the actual translation involves like the birth of a new king, and it's a lot more profound than just that same phrase. And the original singer is saying that this gentleman deliberately misled the public with the intent to damage the IP of both the Lion King and the singer as well, and he is seeking $20 million for
Oh.
libel.
Yeah, he got served on while he was like doing comedy. He was like at some improv doing comedy. They
Mhm.
served him right there. I don't think
Yeah.
the writers are gonna win. Honestly, one, the comedian is not the first person to say this. That's number one. They
Oh, he's
actually,
not?
yeah, no, he's not. They actually, when they were doing the Lion King press release stuff, there's another
Okay.
reporter who said the same thing. When they
Mhm.
were talking to Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner,
Mhm.
and they made the same joke, right? So
Yeah.
it's not like he's not intentionally trying to defame the film or anything like that. He just oh sorry yeah Kenneth he did or sorry carry out he did get served at his comedy show. But yeah, they're it's not it's not finna fly.
Yeah. So, according to one of the comments here, it's not a mistranslation. The translation literally is "Here comes a lion father." The comedian said, "There's a lion, oh my God." The last word, Baba, literally means father. And just like in English, it can also mean God. That's why the Lord's Prayer in Swahili begins Baba Yetu.
Yeah, but it's a. I think the dude. What's the dude from that wrote it? I think he's South African,
Mm,
right? So it's. I think in Zulu or whatever language, I always forget. It's too many languages. Africa's a great
mhm.
place. It's just so many languages. I don't remember all of them. But I
Yeah,
remember listening to him talk about it. Wherever, whatever language you use, in that language, it's like more ceremonial. So it means what he said,
gotcha.
right? So and the comedian knows this, but I guess since you can translate it differently based on the language
Hmm.
you use, you can then
Yeah,
make the joke. So it's to me, it's a joke. It's not intentional. And if you can prove like, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not gonna say anymore. But I don't think the comedian's gonna lose
yeah.
this lawsuit.
So, so originally, I saw the clip with the comedian, and he does say it as if he's like asserting, like he knows for a fact this is what it means. But then after understanding that like there are multiple different under like meanings and translations that could be derived from that phrase, it seems like he has a lot of wiggle room. And libel and slander are very hard to prove in court. Like you have to have like beyond the shadow of a doubt that like this was absolutely what happened and this was the person's intention, which is very hard to prove intentions because especially in this comedian's case or anything involving parody or any sort of like poetry or whatever, you don't know what they were going for. He could simply say like I wasn't trying to purport myself as an expert on the language. I was just trying to crack a joke and make the guys laugh.
He also said a different language than the language is written. I'm pretty sure, but we'll see.
Um, get your wallets ready because
It's too
Netflix
big.
is raising its prices in the US for a second time in a year. Under the higher pricing, Netflix's standard with ads plan will now cost $8.99 a month, up $1 from $7.99 previously. The
This
standard
crazy.
plan is rising by two from $17 to $19, and the premium plan is rising from $24 to $26.
It's crazy because Netflix just got. Yeah, thank you, Food Money. They just got 7 billion, but from the Paramount Warner Brothers deal or something. Like I thought it
Yeah.
was one. I trust Food.
Um,
I
I
trust
think it
Food's
was
number.
two. I
It
think
was
it was
two.
like 2 billion. Yeah, I think it was two.
All right. Well, it's
Just
somewhere
based
in there.
on yeah, because it was the clause that said in the event that the deal blew up, which it certainly did, they were to get $2 billion for their time
Okay.
and effort and blah blah blah.
Well, it
But
was billions. They got billions, and as soon as they got that money, they said, "Hey, we raising the prices on y'all." Like, yo, come on, man.
it's capitalism. There's no such thing as too much money in capitalism.
it just
And,
it's egregious, yo. Like, come on, man.
and listen, I 100% agree. This is wild. But you wouldn't want to know why they do this? Because they can. Nobody's remember the first price hike where everyone was like, oh, I'm canceling my Netflix and I'm not sticking with this anymore. And then just laughing at what Fu said. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. I'm going to a different streaming service. And then reports came out months later that Netflix had the highest level of subscriber growth that it's seen in its entire history of being a company. So it's like, yes, this is a problem, but it's only a problem because we keep enabling it.
Yeah, some gotta give, man. There ain't
I
nothing else
mean,
to watch. I have cable. I don't even watch it. There's nothing on there. I only turn on my cable when I'm trying to watch
yeah.
football. Like literally,
That's
I'm
Yeah,
supposed
I
to
mean
watch
that's
Family
really.
Feud all day.
Hey, listen, my mother is a family feud. That is her
I'm not
shit. She will
watching that
watch
all
it from
day.
sunrise to sunset.
Not with Steve Harvey with them suits on. Talk. Yeah, we're making
Making
random
weird,
jokes. I'm not
but
trying to watch that all day, man.
I mean, this is gonna keep
Password.
happening. I guarantee you, in like 5 years, it's gonna be somewhere close to $40 a month, and we're gonna be right back in the cable era when it
Those
comes
are
to
cable
pricing.
prices.
Yeah,
Right now, I got the not the top tier, the one right below that because I don't. I just said forget the 4K.
hmm
Um, I make a good amount, so it don't hurt, but it's like it's just becoming egregious. Spotify went up also. Everything's going up. So Spotify went up last year. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, I think Disney Plus slash Hulu, all that stuff went up. Uh,
yeah.
Max will probably go up soon. because
Uh,
Paramount's bankrupt. They about to raise it $30. As soon as that 30 hit, I don't need none of this. No more neighbors for me.
yeah, I canceled my Disney Plus, Paramount. I think Netflix and Netflix, Apple TV, and HBO slash Paramount slash Go Now Max, whatever it's going to be called now in the future. That's those are the only three that I really have. The only streaming service that would really hurt me to part with would be Spotify.
Uh,
That would be different. Yeah, that's like my. I've been rocking with Spotify since it started, and like my whole music catalog is there, and that's where they got me by the balls. That's the only one where I'd be like, ah, fuck. But all the other ones I could cancel it no problem and just play video games instead of
Fu,
streaming.
Fu money on the title. You know when Spotify first came out, I got invited to the beta, so I did it.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like a blogger at the time, so I got like early access. I did the beta,
Hmm.
and it literally just was using my library of music. So I was like, I'm not. Why are you changing my playlist? I'm not doing this. So I got off it. And then I was like, a couple years ago when I broke my iPod, while I was trying to get another one, I was like, all right, let me get Spotify finally.
Hmm.
Logged into Spotify, it still had my old like playlist in there from the when I had the beta, because I'd be having all my passwords from like
Hmm.
all the years of my life. So I got back in. I was like, this is weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's it?
but
Oh,
yeah,
YouTube Music. I
Spotify
can't
might.
do that.
YouTube Music is dope. What's the name?
They
I'm
pay
trying to
artists the
scroll.
most though. That's why I think between YouTube Music and Tidal, they pay artists the most.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I
true.
think Spotify pays the least actually.
Yeah, Spotify might be my abusive relationship, where it's
Yeah.
like if it starts doing some shady shit, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna stick beside him. Like it's gonna be hard. Keep beating me, but everything else can go. In Netflix news continued. Earth. I was about to read the actual tagline. Avatar: The Last Airbender season 2 live action returns June 25th.
Yeah, we saw the like a behind the scenes look for it too.
Hmm.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah,
I'm not feeling
I
it at
I
all. I don't even like the
I
way
didn't
Toph
really.
moving.
I didn't watch the original, so I don't have strong feelings either way.
You still haven't watched it?
I watched a little bit of it, but not enough to be like, oh, this is what they did wrong. Like I only can do that with like
Shut
comic
up.
books.
This is the worst season of Avatar. Honestly, I hope they
Shit.
was the Paramount film and series should come out this year also. So
Hmm.
honestly, I'm not finna watch the Netflix joint unless somebody asks me for my thoughts. I don't like
Hmm.
to make uninformed opinions. I'll watch it then.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
From
good to
what
me.
from what I could get based on the Avatar live action, longtime fans who watched the original don't like the live action, but fans who just jumped into it with the live action really enjoy it.
Yeah. As a longtime fan, I'm not. I'm not with it.
Like,
I will say though, I saw the sets look good.
mhm.
But I think like even with we talked about One Piece live action last week, right?
Yeah,
The sets look amazing. So I think Netflix is doing that well when it comes to their live action adaptations. Um,
yeah,
I forgot what they working on next, but I'm sure whatever it is, it's going to look fantastic. Now, like story
yeah,
wise and everything else, I'm not
yeah.
feeling it.
Yeah, they are very good when it comes to like general like set design, costume, casting.
Definitely.
Casting they are incredible with. Like shout outs to them for that. It's just
Mhm.
I did see rumors about other things they might be working on in the realm of anime live action, but I saw them today and it's too close to April
Oh
Fools in
no,
order for me to be comfortable to reveal it on the podcast.
nah. There were some like way back when we talked about that. And I'm talking about like Sakamoto days, right? They're already doing
Oh
like
yeah,
things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and they do cast well, but like as
They
far as
just they
like
play
the
too much with
character
story.
look, I need people to have more like was it reverence or deference, whatever the word is,
Mhm.
for like the character that they're portraying. Like I still don't like Garp. I still don't like how Garp's being portrayed in the One Piece live action.
He's
I
too
said that
serious for
last
you.
week. Yeah, it's not how Garp is. It's really bothering me.
That's fair. But he does look like Garp.
Yes, he looks exactly like Garp. Right, like it's not portrayed well to me.
If we can only get this sort of level of accuracy to comic book adaptations. Like they do very well with some, like Chris Hemsworth and Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Like that's great, but there are other ones where I'm just like, what were you thinking here?
Mhm.
Anyways, um, a new Lord of the Rings film is in development. The working title is Shadow of the Past. Stephen Colbert, his son, and his franchise vet Philippa Boyens are co-writing the script. Will go into production after The Hunt for Gollum. The official synopsis is 14 years after the passing of Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin set out to retrace the first steps of their adventure. Meanwhile, Sam's daughter, Eleanor, has discovered a long buried secret and is determined to uncover why the War of the Ring was so very nearly lost before it even began.
Yeah, I'm ignore all of that because we don't need none of that. We don't need not a single one of them films. And for money, you
Yeah,
are right. Nick Fury is greatly cast. Sam Jackson's Nick Fury is fantastic.
that's because that Nick Fury was designed after Sam Jackson. Like the writer for the artist for Ultimate Nick Fury literally just took a picture of Nick Fury's face, traced it, and then put an eye patch on.
So then they took a picture of Sam Jackson's face. So
Yeah, like he was literally
so
Sam
I
Jackson's
guess
literally the inspiration for Ultimate Nick Fury.
casting they knew that. It was like, oh, let's just go ahead and get him. So wait,
But
didn't Lord of, oh no, the Lord of the Rings series is not the First Age that Carrie was talking about. It's the oh, you never seen it?
the one for
It's on Prime.
on Amazon, yeah, I didn't watch that. Rings of Power.
Yeah, there we go. That's not the First Age.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
I'd rather that, right? I'd rather like lore, something that's just Lord of the Rings lore. Because what's the book?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the Necronomicon. What's the name of the, what's the Simulacrum? What's the book called?
Similarian,
It's whatever it is.
Let me see.
Come on, this is copyright, man. Now demonetized.
You know, you don't know what I said. I ain't saying nothing to you. I can be speaking in tongues. I'm very religious.
No, it's not the dark hole. Food money.
Oh, we're gonna figure this out.
But there's while just Randall figures it out. There's so much in there. There's so much Lord of the Rings lore. We could have that. I don't need like a.
The Silmarillion.
Thank you.
Yes.
Like leave the. I don't need nothing even close to like the 3-part film series. Right. Get away from it. Leave it alone. Nothing too close to it. It's like perfect.
Yeah.
That's like one of the few like trilogies that my lady would actually watch. And it's like 3 hours. Each movie is 3 hours long. She'd be falling asleep on hour-long films, knocked out. She'd stay awake for
Mm-hmm.
all of Lord of the Rings. So we don't need anything to mess with that at all. Don't touch it. Don't be close to it. Don't be adjacent to it. Go somewhere else. There's so much lore that you could do for that IP.
Yeah. I completely agree. Like, I think this feels like okay. So it feels like a cash grab, and a lot of that, I will admit, is my just general distrust of the Hollywood engine as it exists today. But Stephen Colbert is like one of the world's biggest fans of Lord of the Rings. Like, if you just say the word ring, he will break into like a 4 hour deep dive into lore you haven't even conceived of that he read in some like ancient manifest that existed as close to Middle Earth as the actual Earth's crust will allow. But I agree with you. I would have preferred it to be a lot more removed from the original trilogy because I believe so me and my friend Matt, who Samson also knows, we always have a debate about what is the greatest on-screen battle of all time. I believe it's the battle for Helm's Deep and Two Towers. He believes it's the Ride of the Rohirrim and the Return of the King. Which it's so listen, either one can be number one. It's just we have a difference of opinion when it comes to that. But it's like that film trilogy is so fucking perfect that it feels sacred, and I don't want anything to come along and even slightly tamper with it.
Sorry, yeah, I agree. Sorry. Like,
I was just,
I was like, wait for me to
if you had any final thoughts, I didn't want to cut you off. But yeah, like oh my god, it just either one of those two battles, just perfection. I still think Two Towers is better though. But anyways,
He's not here to defend it though. So
just in case he's listening, I want him to know Battle of Helm's Deep is better. It's like A plus, and I feel like A plus is the LMD.
Hmm.
Um, take this one with a grain of salt. We've discussed this on previous episodes. I don't know. Me and Samson had a whole discussion about this in our group chat, but apparently with quotes and asterisks and all the buffers you can imagine. Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey in Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Hmm. We'll see. But although
Uh,
the rumor, the person it came from, who was it again? It was Dan RPK. Was that who it was?
in Snyder.
Inside. All right. Yeah. Same like level of what's the word? It's
Credibility.
likely. Yeah, he's very credible.
Hmm.
So that's probably what's happening. We had a large debate about this in our chat. Just Rambling thinks it's Sony's idea. I'm confident it's Marvel's idea. You know how I said that to sway the public.
I know how your propaganda works.
But whatever, she's definitely playing Jean. She's a good
Yeah.
Jean. Like I think she'll be better than what was it, Sansa Stark? I don't even remember her name, her
Yeah.
real name. I'm sorry. Laura
Yeah.
Croft now. Lara Croft. I think she'll
Yeah.
make a better Jean than her. Um, and if she's playing Jean, she's in college with Peter. I'm assuming. Then we know around the ages that the for the rest of the X Men. I'm like
Yeah.
theorizing that they're gonna incursion it. So in Brand New Day, it's Brand New Day, right? Yeah, in Brand
Yes.
New
Brand New
Day,
Day.
she's not a mutant, right? But her character is off in some other universe, right? So she's Jean in both universes. That's what I'm like
I see
assuming.
what you
So
mean.
they use that to like bridge the gap. So she's not actually she's Jean Grey, but she's just a regular person in Peter's world. And wherever this incursion is happening, she's like mutant Jean Grey. Uh, Maybe a young X Men story or the story where the original five like go back and or go forward in time. I forgot how they got there, and then Bobby's gay for some reason. You know. Oh,
Do you know how he was revealed to be gay?
yes, I read the comic, and I was just very confused. Like, what are y'all doing? For what?
Jean, Jean Grey came out the closet for him. She just looked
Mhm.
into his brain and was like, "Do you know you like men?" And then he's like, "Oh my god, I do."
While his older versions up there, whoever he was smashing, I was like, this is just confusing. What are we doing here? There's
Bullshit.
it just bothers me because it's gay X Men right here. Like what's his name? Gray Malkin's like
North
standing
Star.
right there, but not even North Star. Like because North Star be in Canada. Like, there's someone in the building.
You said that like that disqualifies him from being gay, like
No. I'm
because
just
he's
saying
up in
North. No, no,
Canada.
no. I mean North Star is not like actually there. Like they're at the X mission, right? Or at the
Yeah, yeah.
time, where were they at in that thing? Because this is a lot going on in the comics at that point. But North Star is not like in the vicinity, right? North Star is
Yeah.
off somewhere. But
Was he
there's
part of the Great Lakes Avengers or some shit like that?
I don't know. It's something that doesn't matter. My point is North Star is like way away, but there's a gang of X Men like in right there, next
Mm-hmm.
to next to Bobby. They could just make this X Men popular.
Oh my
Like,
god,
this
I hate
person's
when they do
already
this
gay.
shit.
Just bring this person up.
It's the same thing when it's like they make like white characters black, and it's like we have many black
Right?
characters we
Yeah,
could choose from. Just make them popular,
yeah.
like
This
bring
is
them to the
right there.
mainstream.
They in the room. What are y'all doing? But
But
whatever.
so with Sadie Sink being Jean Grey, I do like her as that character. However, I do not like that character in this movie because there's already a lot going on. And the reason why I thought, okay, so if I had to like really map this out in my head, Sony loves to like cram their Spider-Man films full of characters. It started with Spider-Man 3, where it's like it was Venom and Sandman and New Goblin. And then Amazing Spider-Man chilled on it. And then Amazing Spider-Man 2, it was like a Goblin again. And there was Electro. And I think there was somebody else in it. And it's just like they had the Sinister Six teaser at the end. And then ever since Spider-Man came to the MCU, every single one of his films has featured cameos from an excessive amount of MCU characters. And then characters from the original Spider-Man films in No Way Home. So my thinking is, I think Sony knows that the more familiar characters that appear in their films, the more money they make. We saw it with pretty much everything they've done since I want to say 2015. So I think they were just like jam packing. Like, let's bring Hulk in. Let's bring Punisher in. Let's bring the Hand in. Let's bring whoever else. And then Marvel pulled up and was like, "What about Jean Grey?" And then just like tossed that in. And then Sony was like, "Ah, that's a good one. Bring them in too." And then it just kept going and going. And if it were up to them, they would have the entire X-Men in this because recognition matters to Sony an abundant amount because the box office revenue. And I get it. I just don't like it too much. I have faith in Destin Daniel Cretton to deliver a fantastic film because he directed Shang-Chi, and I love Shang-Chi.
Mm.
Um, he also directed, well, what else did he do recently? There was something else he's working on that I can't remember right now. I feel like there was something between Shang-Chi and Brand New Day that he did. Maybe I don't know, but we can come back to it. But
Okay,
I
check.
I I worry significantly about all this clutter because I understand the premise of the story based on the trailer, but how Jean Grey fits into this and what that can mean for the greater MCU, I would rather they just hold off on the X-Men and just drop them after either during Secret Wars as a teaser for what's to come or after Secret Wars when they inevitably reboot the MCU and then we get a whole new cast of characters.
Dude, what did he do? This bothering me.
I feel like he did something.
He
Maybe
had he
I'm
had just
mistaken
done
for somebody else.
something. He had just done something that was. Oh, it was Wonder Man. That's what he did.
Wonder Man, that's what it was.
Well, he executive produced Wonder Man.
I believe him in either way. Like he's great.
Yeah.
But I know he's going to deliver on some incredible action. And yeah, I agree with Fu Money. I would love to see it end on Battle World. It's the final film leading into Doomsday. So, oh yeah, that is true. He was scheduled to direct King Dynasty as well. But
Mm.
this is the final film leading into Doomsday. So my guess is it has to have some big stinger, some big teaser at the end that's just like, oh, okay, here's what comes next. Please come back in December to watch us ruin Just Rambling's favorite character in comic books.
Hmm. Sorry, I just want to say before we move on, just rambling
Mhm.
conveniently left out that Sony CEO is on record saying that they leave all creative control to Marvel. They don't touch it. They trust Marvel.
They use Marvel as an advisor and a quality control checker, but they also are on record
That's
stating that all of the final decisions run through
that's
Sony.
no, no, it's not advisor.
They have they have
That's not
final
what he
say
said.
on everything.
Yes, they have final say,
He's
but
yeah, final say. So
what he said
di-
was,
if Marvel is truly in control, then Sony would not have final say. They
and that's
have to
in
get Sony's
2016.
approval on anything they do.
That's in 2016 before they revised the contract. And now there's like a oh sorry, we say this a lot. Actually, Marvel doesn't just have merchandise now. They have like 25% of the film revenue. It's like a 75-25 split as of
Mhm.
2017 maybe, and they revised that contract, right? So we don't even know what it is now. Both Marvel and Sony are like they don't really say it. Uh, but yeah, it was like a whole rabbit hole we went down as we were debating this in
Mhm.
our chat, and O'Shaughnessy
I
just
don't.
sitting there in his furry suit reading our comments.
Speaking of Doomsday, Marvel Studios is reportedly in discussions to move Avengers Doomsday to December 11th. The studio is looking to
Stupid.
secure a weekend of IMAX screens. For those who don't know, originally Doom 3 and Doomsday were supposed to release the same day, but
Doomsday.
Dune 3 got all the IMAX screens,
Hmm.
and Marvel Studios obviously is not okay with that. So they're considering trying to get at least one weekend ahead of the actual release.
Foolish. We need Doomsday. You don't need IMAX screens.
Nah.
IMAX is expensive anyway. Nobody wants to pay for the IMAX experience. What's an IMAX ticket now? $40. I'm
Damn near close.
exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. I know it's not, but hold on. Actually, it
it's
might
it's
it
it's
might
up
be
there.
like $30, right?
I'm gonna double check.
Because I know like a regular ticket. Last time I went to movies. Matter of fact, how much was it when we went to see Project Hail Mary? Because I got my ticket for
Um,
free. Remember? Because I got the rewards.
yeah, you kept bragging about that as I was making my payment. Um,
It was nasty.
it had to be like $17, close 16,
Okay, so
$17,
yeah, IMAX ticket is probably like
24,
26.
25.
Yeah, so it's up there. $26 for a movie is expensive. We're gonna be talking more about like how things are too expensive later. So I think
Mm-hmm.
like for a consumer, we don't need uh what you call it Dooms. I was about to say Doomsday again. We don't need Doomsday to be in IMAX, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Sinners, right? They're not filming it in a special way where you need to watch it in IMAX, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they get more revenue if it's in IMAX, so
Yeah.
I
And
get
it's an
it.
Avengers movie, so it's gonna sell out, and they're gonna make a
Yeah, it's
shit
gonna
ton.
sell out in IMAX, but that's
Yeah.
just how the IMAX thing works. Like you gotta get there early. The same thing we talked about it in the chat. Same thing happened with Sinners and Mission Impossible, right? Sinners
Mm-hmm.
like IMAX run was short because Mission Impossible had the IMAX screens for when it was coming out, so they didn't get as much time. It's just how it is. That's why they came back in IMAX later. Well, that's probably not why they came back. It was just a popular movie, but you get it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm. Yep.
saying?
Um, the Super Mario Galaxy movie is on track for a $350 million global opening weekend,
with
the highest of 2026 so far.
with a 43% rating.
Yo, the way reviewers are shitting on this film, I haven't seen bad reviews like this since maybe like the Emoji movie. Like, is bad.
That movie's
But this
terrible.
thing, it's like, yeah. Wait, which one? The Emoji movie or Mario?
No, the Emoji movie's terrible. But Josh House was right. This is basically the Super Smash Brothers prequel film.
That's all I care about.
That's all anyone cares about. That's why you went and bought your tickets. You saw Star Fox, you immediately bought your tickets.
Bruh, speaking of which, Glenn Powell was playing Star Fox.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, Glenn Powell. That's
Oh, that's
fantastic
yeah,
casting.
that's actually really good. Yeah, that's really good casting. I like them, Paul.
Have you ever played Star Fox?
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody posted a casting for Star Wolf, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh, why am I thinking
Negan.
Jeffrey Wright?
You know who Jeffrey Wright would be a dope Leon. Remember Star Wolf Star Team, the
Mm.
chameleon or the lizard. So I think either Jeffrey Wright would be good for Leon or James Spader. I like James Spader for Leon.
Wow, why the black man gotta be the reptile?
I also said James Spader, who is a very white man. But yeah, it's got very low reviews from the reviewers, the professional reviewers. But as likely with the last film, the audience score is about to be like 95, 96%. Because it is pure, like, if you're going into this expecting like Citizen Kane, that's your fault. Like, this is literally just visual, just it's a what's what I'm looking for. Like it's a celebration of Mario as opposed to like an actual like film. It's just like a hot
Yeah, this
sizzle reel, back to back moments of like, oh, Easter egg, oh this, oh that. It's just pure spectacle.
it's not okay. I want a good movie. I don't ask for
I would
much.
have loved.
I just ask for
I
good
would have
movies.
loved one. I would love. So first of all, I like the first one. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of it was nostalgia. A lot of it was being able to see it with my mom because she was the one who got me into video games to begin with. But it was a fun film for the family. Like it wasn't anything crazy. I was not expecting all that much, and I got what I expected. I'm going into this one the same way. Fun for the family. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping for some Smash Bros. Teasers. I fully understand I'm part of the problem here.
Whoa.
I would love to see the post credit scene of like Master Hand, like pulling a Thanos, like, fine, I'll do it myself. And then, like, I don't know, grabbing one of the toy pieces. And then that's all I need. And then I will come back in 3 to 4 years and give another exorbitant amount of money for the inevitable Smash Bros. Film that makes $3 billion at the box office.
So you saying you want a Smash Bros teaser?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
I know what I said. I commit to it. I'm gonna stick beside it.
Yeah. This is what you said. You remember what you said earlier today?
I don't know. I say a lot of
What was it? It's along those lines. I ain't gonna put you out there. That's twice in a day, man.
I was sticking beside that question too. It was inquiring minds need to know.
Nah.
Uh,
No, I think Star Fox does deserve its own movie. I feel like Nintendo is now like getting into just letting their IPs go. I think Fu Money made a
yeah.
comment earlier about like Nintendo loves to copyright strike, or Japan loves to
Hmm.
copyright strike things because they do. You
Yeah.
do anything with the Japanese IP, they on your head. And now that they see, all right, we can win a lawsuit, let's go ahead and like slowly trickle out things. So first we got Super Mario. Uh, we're getting Link, right? Or Zelda? Sorry, Zelda. We're getting live action
That's live
Zelda.
action though.
Still, it's the fact that we're getting it at all. I think
Yeah,
like next is I'm sure they'll do a Star Fox thing. Like they made $1 billion on Super Mario.
they need to do Star Fox,
Yeah. Then what? We'll probably get Metroid, Metro Prime.
Metroid, F-Zero, Kirby, Earthbound.
I don't know about F-Zero.
Fu would go watch F-Zero.
Food would watch F-Zero because in 4D. We told you
But
for
you
his
literally could make
no. We told you
you
for one
could
of
make
his
franchises
birthdays.
out of any of the main Smash Bros. Rosters. What were you saying?
No, we told you for one of his birthdays. We went to watch Fast 10 or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and we just sat behind him using the 4D seat. Joe shaking. He was like, "What is this?"
But no, I would watch any one of these films. I'm not. Star Fox would be my number one, and then oh yeah, Donkey Kong Country.
I
They can
thought
make
they were
another
already
film
working
about.
on a Donkey Kong film.
They might, but yeah, Star Fox would be my number one. Then probably Donkey Kong, and then
Yeah,
Metroid. Kirby would be fun. Kirby could be like I don't know, Minions or something.
yeah. I think it probably. Well, I was about to say Yoshi movie. 'Cause that would be like
Yoshi's
akin.
World.
Yeah, because that'd be akin to Minions, just a bunch of different Yoshi, and you only gotta pay
True.
one person to just Donald Glover saying Yoshi in different inflections.
Yeah, that'll be the easy. Ooh, Fire Emblem.
This is just you're just naming characters from Super Smash Brothers at this point.
First of all, you're correct. Secondly, I'm naming characters that I want to see. Um, all right. In moving into TV news, the X Files reboot that is being developed by Ryan Coogler has been cast. Himesh Patel is being cast aside opposite of Danielle Deadweiler, and it doesn't seem like they're going to be going the Mulder and Scully route. This is going to be something a bit different. They're probably likely going to be two agents working within an organization tasked with investigating the supernatural, but I don't think this is like the new Mulder and Scully. This isn't like a full-fledged like
Mhm.
copy of the original. It's just like Ryan Coogler's going to put his own spin on it. I'm excited to see that because after what he did with Sinners, we now know what he's capable of with the horror genre.
Yeah, I'll check it out. But last thing
Same.
Danielle was in was
Oh no, if you say Tubi, I'm gonna be worried.
huh? It's the woman in the yard. You remember that? You remember
What's
the woman in the
no,
yard?
vaguely?
It's like some horror movie. She was sitting in a chair in the yard with a black veil over her face. You don't remember that?
Nah.
That show was the homie. What should I call him? It's his birthday today. Happy birthday to the homie. But he went to see it with his lady. He
Hmm.
said it's the worst thing he ever seen in his life because they love horror movies. So Danielle need this redemption. This is a redemption joint coming up.
Uh, I mean, I trust Coogler, so if he casted them, he sees true
Yeah,
talent.
but I appreciate it's going to be like a fresh, something fresh. Or I would hope Mulder and Scully
Mhm.
make a cameo. Yeah, it's
Copyright.
cameos. Yeah, but uh, I appreciate it. Like if you're gonna do a reboot or like anything, make it fresh in some way.
Yeah,
Don't just make it
yeah, agree.
Scrubs. You know.
Scrubs is perfectly rebooted. I don't know why you keep bringing that up. You need a better something. You need something better to attack.
I'm a
Because
hater.
I watched the most recent episode yesterday, and it still is on par with what I remember prior to season 9, which allegedly does not exist. Um, moving into video game news, a leaker claims that Persona 6 is set to debut at Xbox Games' showcase in June of this year.
We'll see because they finna get rid of Xbox. So
They're not getting rid of Xbox. They're
all
just
right.
making it ridiculously expensive, like they're doing with all the other consoles.
Is this your segue?
Oh no, but it could be. That's a good point. Fast forward. PlayStation has announced that PS5 digital, PS5 Pro, and Portal prices will be rising globally beginning April 2nd, 2026. PS5 jumps from 549 to 649. Pretty much everything is going up $100, except Portal that's going up only 50, and PS5 Pro which is going up 150.
Mm. I remember when I got my PS5 from the homie. He bought his. He was like, "Yeah, I don't actually want this." This is when he just had money and he was just he was just buying things. He bought a Porsche and then took it back. What you
What?
do this for? It's like a midlife crisis. So he's
I
just
can tell
buying
right
stuff.
now that's not a black person. That's
Nah,
not a black person.
he's just buying stuff. So he sold me his PS5. The joint's $400, and
Hmm.
now look at where we're at. Like this,
Yeah.
I think that goes into I think there was some. This is probably one of our stories too. Whatever. There was like a report like they're saying like next gen consoles are going to be upwards of like $1,000, right?
Hmm.
And at this point, you can't afford to. Like a normal person can't afford to just play video games anymore. The entry point is like too expensive. Like,
Yeah, that was my next.
oh, sorry. Well, there you go. The entry point is too expensive for these things. Even when the Steam machine comes out this year, we'll probably see like a great hike. There's no way it's going to cost $800. I'll be surprised if it costs $800. Honestly, I'm
Nah.
assuming it's going to cost like a G or more. So this is not.
Yeah.
It's, it's weird, man.
Yeah. So what's the name? As you mentioned, PlayStation 6, according to analysts, will be $1,000, and it'll be seen more as like a luxury expenditure, which is just unfair to the general. Actually, I don't want to say unfair because video games aren't right, but this does shit on longtime fans of the Sony console, and this is why I don't have any sort of brand loyalty to anything. I started off with what's the name, Super Nintendo, then I jumped to PlayStation, I jumped to Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, and now I'm at PlayStation 5 slash the other consoles. But it's only because like I can actually afford them. But like if I could only pick one, I I probably play my PC more than any other game console these days because just like PlayStation 5 doesn't really have exclusives. I mean, it doesn't really have a lot of games that draw me to it in the way that like PlayStation 4 did. Nintendo has moments, but with the Nintendo Switch 2, they're kind of floundering. They only had like Donkey Kong Bonanza, and then everyone knows the Xbox story is. But yeah, longtime fans who like really been trying to stick beside and run with Sony, like they're just getting shit on with this.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that it's due to like RAM shortages, but I don't know if this is going to hold because Google introduced a change for AI called like Turbo Quant or whatever. It's like a compression algorithm that allows them to like reduce memory requirements. So as a result, maybe we might see a change where the RAM isn't in such high demand by AI companies, and then Steam Machine when it comes out won't be above $1,000. And the fact that we're even in that realm of pricing is insane.
Yeah, honestly,
So
I don't even know who they're selling these to anymore. Like when the first
yeah.
console came out, they wanted it to be affordable, right, for just the layman.
Mhm.
Anybody can get one. That's not $1,000. Like it's not like that anymore. Not anyone can get one. And the way they're stealing Kit Kats, they about to start stealing systems. So well, you can't
I
really jailbreak them anymore like you used to.
yeah.
But still, well, you probably can. Somebody figure it out, and then put a video up on YouTube on how to do it,
Hmm.
and then we'll just wait in line, or see, watch people waiting in line for that $1,000 system. Snatch that joint. Give me that.
I was about to say people gonna get robbed.
Think. Give me that. It's like Jordans when the new Jordan come out. As soon as you walk out, Think. Give me that.
Jeez. Now this is rough.
Yeah.
Um, I yeah, it's unfortunate. PS6 arc raiders.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, it's not funny, but it's also hilarious.
Follow you home.
Um, Nintendo has announced that starting in May, new physical games will get more expensive in the Americas. This was already a thing in Europe, where physical games were usually €10 more expensive. Pokemon Wind and Waves is pretty much all but confirmed to be $80 now once it actually drops.
I mean, yeah, we just waiting for this.
Yeah, yeah, everything's going up.
Yeah. Price of the brick going up.
Hmm. More Nintendo news. According to Nate the Hate 2,
Hmm.
who is a very credible leaker online who's been leaked, who leaked several major releases for Nintendo before they ever came to the public's attention. Um, a new Star Fox game is in the pipeline, as well as a Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. There's also going to be a new 3D Mario game either this year or next.
Oh, I refuse to get a Switch 2. So
My son got one, and now we'll be playing that Star Fox game on
you
it.
keep saying your son got one. You have one.
He played. Listen, he got it for Christmas. He plays it more than me. It's his console. I just happen to abuse it once he goes to sleep.
You be on that drum more than he does. You know you do.
Nah, he actually be on it. Would you believe I bought this boy a whole console, a console for Christmas? And I'm thinking like, oh, he wants the Nintendo Switch 2 to play all the wonderful Nintendo Switch exclusives that exist. Would you believe this little motherfucker's on Fortnite? I spent $500 for a Fortnite console for Christmas. You know what? Let's move on. What other gaming news we have? Oh, according to statistics, 77% of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth players in the US were age 30 or over, and 62% were age 35 and older. Also, worldwide, according to this article and these numbers, the average age for gamers, at least when it comes to story mode games, is 36%. That's actually no, 36 years old.
Yeah.
So overwhelmingly, 36-year-olds are playing games more than anybody else.
What's up? We grew up on the
I'm just
games.
waiting.
You know what I mean?
We need to be catered to more. We
I think so
need
too.
we are the core demographic, so we the ones giving you the money, so we need to get more of your attention and
I mean,
good quality.
maybe that's why they're raising the price of the system. They know our generation can't afford a house anyway. You got all this money saved, you can't use it on a house. Go ahead and buy a PlayStation 6.
I know
We
you
got
meant that.
games for you.
That's probably the saddest thing you've said on this episode so far.
Am I wrong?
I mean, that's why it's so sad because you're not. Like,
Yeah, man.
but in
We got
regards
all the
to Final
money.
Fantasy,
Our generation has all the money. We like Final Fantasy. We like all these games.
all the money is a bit of a stretch. I feel like not until the boomers go off into the
Oh
you
no,
know
sorry. I'm talking about for as far as
Google it
like
in the sky.
the gaming industry, right?
Oh yeah, because we're trying to relive the childhoods that we were denied
Yeah.
either due to pop or to just overall worldwide chaos.
Every other generation just trying to play Fortnite or stream or make an OnlyFans or be bisexual. So they're not
I
really
knew it
trying
was
to
coming.
play games. I always want to say that. It's just funny to me.
Yeah, to Joshua Awesome's point and this article, like, yeah, I don't see younger people being interested in Final Fantasy.
Now that's
And
just
it's
Final
interesting.
Fantasy Fortnite skins.
Yeah, that is true. Or everyone got hyped for the Smash Bros. Skin. I don't know, it's not the skin, the characters from when Sephiroth and Cloud came to Smash Bros. But yeah, I don't see them really. It's interesting because there have been games that came out during our era of gaming when we were teens and kids that have had resurgences in various ways, like Resident Evil being a perfect example. Like when
Mm.
we were kids, we played Resident Evil, and then now because of all the reboots, you have a younger generation latching onto that too. For some reason, Final Fantasy has been that one brand that seems to stick with only our millennials. And I wouldn't say like, okay, people can debate the quality of the Final Fantasy games. I do think they're of good quality. I don't think they're of the quality that we've come to expect for Final Fantasy, like back in the day. Because like back in the day, we had six, then seven. Everyone has opinions about eight. It wasn't my cup of tea, but nine, and then 10, and then ever since that, it's got a little shaky. Some people
Nah,
like
not 15.
12.
15 not shaky.
15 is very shaky in my
It's not
opinion.
shaky.
I did not.
15. I got a new
I think
recipe. It's fire.
that's the only part you like about that game. Just
Love
go
that game.
play like Fruit Ninja or something if you want to
Never.
cook that badly. Um, then 16 was essentially like Devil May Cry with Final Fantasy elements, and they haven't really been able to not just hook like their core audience collectively, but then the newer generation. And it's like I was hoping that like when Final Fantasy VII Rebirth came along, that would be the one thing that like really brought in like the Gen Zers and all the new gamers because it's like it was the story for the most part that I loved, but with
Mm-hmm.
combat that didn't seem as boring because this was coming out like the longest narrative about Final Fantasy was that everyone was bored of turn-based. But then like Baldur's Gate came along, and then Clair Obscura came along, and then Metaphor Fantasio, and all these other games came along and proved that theory wrong. That's why I think that maybe Final Fantasy should try to return to its roots and really capitalize on this kind of golden age of turn-based combat and like just kind of come back and like put it down on the game and be like, hey, this is allow me to reintroduce myself kind of thing. But I don't know, but the decisions they've been making as of late doesn't it it hasn't really manifested in a positive like let's bring in new audiences. It's just the OGs moving along and saying, "Hey, we want to see a new Kingdom Hearts 4 if Fu is still with us right now." But yeah, I don't know, but I want to see Final Fantasy go into the future and become as great as we remember it from its heyday. But according to like numerous articles, like they've struggled with sales for like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and remake. Like it didn't meet sales expectations. So if um, the third installment in Final Fantasy VII's remake trilogy doesn't live up to those expectations. I don't know what happens in the future. Like apparently Final Fantasy 9 is set to get a remake in the same vein as 7, which is an interesting choice. I loved 9, but I would have preferred 6 because 6 seems to be like the gold standard right next to 7. But because of the sales of Rebirth, 9 has been put on hold based on rumors. Yes, and I would love a Legends of Dragoon remake as well. But with regards to Square Enix, like it's just there's a lot of shakiness and something that was once like the goat when it comes to RPGs. Like anytime a new Final Fantasy came out, it felt like an event, and now it's more just like, oh, this is interesting. Let me give it a try. I hope it's good.
You're forgetting that you're in your 30s, and
Hmm.
they're not going to
As
remake
you like
these.
to remind me.
They're not going to remake these things for you. They're going to make another live service game like Fortnite. You get that nice microtransaction money.
Yeah, I don't see Square Enix doing that though.
Okay, who owns Square
Like,
Enix right now?
I don't know. I know they tried it with Crystal Dynamics with the Avengers game, but then that failed miserably. I don't think they really stepped the toe into that pool ever since.
Mm, hold on.
You look that up. I'm gonna move on to the next story.
Nah, Square Enix owns Square Enix. Nobody bought
Yeah.
them.
So it's been rumored for a while that Sony's been looking to, sink its talons into Square Enix, and if that happens, I'm worried because Sony has not been doing studios right as of recent, as we saw with Blue Point, which was a great studio, which you refuse to acknowledge.
Nobody want them remakes.
Hey, the remakes got me into the Soulsborne genre, so I'll always appreciate them. But in we'll call it Panamanian Thunder news. Sonic the Hedgehog's voice actor Roger Craig Smith is teasing exciting stuff coming. He'll also be appearing on IGN Live in June, so an announcement is expected.
And Panama not here. We moving on. We don't even care about Sonic because there's no
uh,
Panamanian Thunder here.
I like Sonic. Kingdom Come, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's localization dev says he was fired and replaced with AI. Yesterday, with no forewarning, he says, and I quote, I was invited to a meeting and promptly told that in an effort to make the company more effective and save finances, his position at the company would become obsolete in favor of using AI for all translations going forward.
First, hold on, Josh Watson. Don't you dare disrespect Tubi like that. Tubi is fantastic. Now back to this this AI. I don't know. I'm not like I make fun of Blue Point and all these. Well, I just make fun of Blue Point because it was just funny to troll O'Shaughnessy. I'm not for like someone losing their job to AI though. I think that's
Yeah,
like that's tough.
yeah, it's messed up.
Yeah.
I never knew how to pronounce this. Is it Eidos or Eidos?
I don't know.
Eidos. Eidos Montreal announces they're laying off 124 employees. The head of
Probably for
studio,
the same
David
reason.
Fossey, is also leaving. For those who don't know, Eidos Montreal made the Guardians of the Galaxy film, no, not a film, game, which
Yeah,
was awesome. I love that game.
but AI is probably taking over. And yeah, sorry, translations do require uh, nuance. Look at
Yeah, because human language is human.
yeah,
Like there's a lot that gets passed around that AI can't really comprehend.
yeah. Like all these things are really losing the art of it, right? For like just quick turnaround. I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah, they don't care about art. They just care about profit.
And so this also this Eidos same thing. They're shutting down. They can't compete. I'm assuming
Hmm.
there's some AI that's taking their jobs at this point. This is the took our jobs meme from South Park, except it's AI.
No, I'm just waiting for that bubble to pop and for everyone responsible for this to get what they deserve. Um. Okay, we're on the trailers. We got a new trailer for Science Saru's The Ghost in the Shell anime series, releasing on Prime Video in July 2026.
Yeah, it looks good. Although I'm like, Ghost of the Shell is such a classic. I hope it looks good. I just hope it's done well.
No. What other anime projects has Amazon Prime launched?
Uh, I don't know. I want to say Vinland Saga, but that's because I just saw it first on Amazon Prime. I don't
Gotcha.
actually know. No, we ignoring the AI translation one. They got in trouble for that. uh,
I remember that. I'm just
I
trying
don't
to
know the.
glean what sort of quality they can produce when it comes to their anime.
Oh, like the animation quality.
Oh, animation quality, story quality, just like something they've produced that would give someone hope that this Ghost in the Shell anime would be of higher quality. I know they're good with like animation if you completely ignore Invincible,
Yeah, we're
but
not talking
like the Mighty Nine
animations.
and what was the other one made by the Mighty Nine crew?
Vox Machina. Those
You
are
know,
great.
Vox Machina. Those are all great.
Also,
Yeah.
story's great. Sorry, story's great for all. Like Invincible, Mighty Nine, Vox Machina. The story's great. Um, like like I said, the based on that trailer, this looks good. But because I'm like
Hmm.
there's like a meme with this guy I was talking about. You're not an anime fan unless you've seen 500 plus series. I've seen 500 plus series. I'm a true anime fan. I've,
That's what you need in order to be considered a true anime fan.
yeah, all you. I don't know. Everybody else, I don't know what y'all doing. You haven't been in this long enough to be
Not
talking
that.
all crazy about anime. Y'all talking crazy. All
I got
y'all seen is Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer, but you ain't never seen uh, Gurren Lagann. Matter of fact, let me go further. You ain't never seen Outlaw Star. You ain't never seen Sacred. You never seen Zoids, right? All right, that's enough. I ain't even gonna keep going.
listen.
I watch enough.
I'm not
My
that
point
much of
is,
I'm not that I'm not that much of an elitist. If you have read one comic series,
hold on, don't
we
hold on,
appreciate
Josh
your
Watson,
patronage.
don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me. I could keep going, but we don't got time for that. Just Rambling has a family. I don't have a family. I did not run out. But Ghost of the Shell is like absolutely amazing. So, like I said, the trailer is good. I just want the actual series to be good, given what it's about. Berserk's fire, Smooth Carlito. But I was trying to spare y'all because I could literally go all day.
That reminded me of that line from
Hajime
The
no Ippo's
Longest
fire.
Yard. Remember that moment from The Longest Yard where Terry Crews is like, "I got the shakes that'll make you quake. I got the fries that'll cross your eyes. I got the burgers. I just got burgers." That was you with the anime titles.
I can keep going though. I'm trying to chill.
We are already at an hour and 10 minutes.
I got
I don't even think we're
Gadguard.
close to the main topic.
We just going to do it lightly.
we
Gadgar.
have a we have a trailer for One Piece Heroines. One
Get
Piece
backers.
Heroines is a female-centric spinoff project. Wow, you just talking over women? That's crazy. It's a spinoff project focusing on the women of One Piece, a light novel series, and an upcoming anime adaptation that is set to be released on July 2026.
I had nothing to say about it. It looks cool. Check it out.
Wow, wow.
I didn't. So I didn't read the light novel.
Just,
So
just why are you not reading women's narratives? It's crazy.
nah,
Some feminist you
I just don't read the light. I don't read light novels like that. Even for
are.
light novels that like I watch the series or read the manga based off of it. I don't read the actual light
Mhm.
novel. Light novel. It's too many light novels, man, and I be getting confused. Like I'm not reading this. I'll just read about it. Uh, but it should be good. It looks. I saw that trailer looks good. So yeah,
Yeah, I like the animation.
yeah, it looks good.
We got a trailer for One Piece: The Elbaf arc, which starts April 5th.
Yep, that's next week, and then
Mm-hmm.
part two of Elbaf. I think it's in October of this
Mm-hmm.
year, I believe. Uh, oh yeah, One Piece is getting good. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I want to, but I won't do it.
I'll catch
Fruits
up
basket.
maybe 2027.
Or just name it
We got a
random anime.
we got a trailer for perhaps the most controversial thing I've seen on the internet. Probably even more controversial than current politics. We got a first trailer for the Harry Potter series coming to HBO this Christmas.
Yeah, it looks terrible. Absolutely awful. I hope
Terrible.
it looks terrible to me.
I don't think it looks terrible. I
It
just
looks
think
terrible
it's
to me.
not needed.
It looks terrible to me.
It's
I
it's
don't want
it's
to
an
see a black
obvious
man get
it's
hung from a tree.
it's an obvious cash grab, but it doesn't look bad.
Nah, Black
It's
Snape.
dark. It's dark as hell.
Get Black Snape out of here. I don't want to see him hung from a tree.
If I had to look at Black Snape as he is, I'm not gonna lie. Black Snape looks dope. He just should not be
Nah.
black.
Somebody said Black Snape looks
Kel
like
from Good Burger.
nah. It was yeah. They said that. Then my friend said he looks like somebody trying to cosplay. Hold on, let me find exactly what they said. It's like Jon Snow cosplay. It's a black guy cosplaying as Jon Snow. That's what Black Snape
Ah,
looks like.
gotcha. I mean, aside from the Black Snape casting, like it doesn't look bad.
This looks terrible to me.
Like it feels very unnecessary. It's an obvious cash grab, but it does not look bad at all. It feels so close to the original that it's like it makes you ask why this is even necessary. Aside from the obvious factor of money, but all the kids are cast extremely well, and the fact that they're going after the little boy playing Harry Potter is fucked up. Like this is a child, and they're calling him like a lesbian and shit. Like that's
what,
just
what,
wrong.
what this? Hold on, what he do?
Yeah, there's like memes on Twitter. He got cast in this very sacred franchise, and he apparently committed a mortal sin because of it. But now they're like roasting him, saying he looks like a lesbian and shit on Twitter. And I'm
Why?
like, yo,
He,
like he's a
how he
child.
look like a lesbian? He's a kid. What?
Exactly.
That doesn't even make sense, man.
But yeah,
I just
man, everyone, it just
yeah, it don't make sense.
it,
It's just this just doesn't appeal to me. If
that's fair.
the reviews come out and it's like it needs higher than an 85 for me to bother. But not from
Hmm.
like IGN because
I mean,
IGN they be getting paid and they be glazing. They glaze everything. They well, I don't want to make the noise. The
yeah.
if it was on
What was
Rumble, I just they, they they overseas with a 20-inch glizzy. That's IGN. Hey, support our give us a good rating on this. We got you.
yeah.
Two
What's
hand
making me
twist.
laugh is
Gawk gawk.
like there are people who are like you where it's like okay this doesn't interest me enough to be brought into it. I've never been a major Harry Potter fan. Like I don't have a major interest in this, but there are people who are like actively hating, saying like oh this is going to be like this is going to bomb, it's going to be terrible, no one's going to watch this. And I'm like you really going to doubt a Harry Potter franchise? You really think a Harry Potter anything ain't about to make billions of dollars casually? They said the same thing about the video game where they were like, "Oh, everyone hates J.K. Rowling, so no one's gonna buy the one that came out. What was the name of it? Hogwarts Legacy. No one's gonna buy
It's
Hogwarts
actually
Legacy.
it's a
It's
really
one of the
good game. Only
it is, it's also one of the highest selling single player games of all time.
yeah. I mean, people every time someone say like, "Man, JK is canceled," but they won't get rid of Harry Potter. It's like, dude, don't you can't get mad at people for listening to R. Kelly then, if that's the case.
Yeah,
you,
it's
you do
dumb
the
as hell.
same. You do the same thing. Well, it's sorry, R. Kelly's a lot worse, but
Yeah, and it's like if you don't want to watch it, you don't like it, that's fine. But don't sit here and pretend like it's not going to be popular. Like it's going to be.
it's gonna
Harry
be
Potter is
popular.
like one of the top 12 highest selling franchises of all time. I think above even like the Shonen Jump. What's the name? Like
One Piece?
corporate entity.
No,
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 I'm
no,
like
no, no. One Piece is
like the
the
entity.
no, no, no. One Piece is the one that's up there. But Harry Potter's
No,
higher than One
Pokemon is
Piece.
the
Nah, it's One Piece
yeah. No, Pokemon's got to be way higher than One Piece.
for books.
Not for books. I'm talking about like highest
Oh,
grossing franchises. Period. Like just the name alone and everything under the umbrella of that
oh, I
name.
thought you meant books. My bad.
Oh no, no, no. I'm okay. That's a fair assumption. But no, I mean like in terms of like highest grossing
No,
everything.
I don't think
Like
One Piece outside the Bible.
Pokemon,
Sorry.
Pokemon dominates far and beyond everything. And but like Harry Potter is on that top 12 list.
Mhm.
So it's like to think that this is no one's gonna watch this is insane. It's like me saying because I don't like the Robert Downey Jr. casting. Oh, Avengers isn't gonna make any money. That shit is making a billion
Mhm.
first week. Stop lying to yourself.
I just we'll see.
Um,
I gotta see what the critics say.
yeah,
Sorry, excuse me.
I think it's gonna be decent. Like, and I think everyone's gonna come around to it over time. So long as they don't have a like, oh my god, am I gonna be a dad moment from The Last of Us? But this has an opportunity. So from what I've learned from Harry Potter diehard fans is that the books, especially in the beginning, didn't delve into a lot of other things that happened. It wasn't the movies weren't that accurate to the books, is what I'm trying to say.
No, no, they're not. They're not.
So yeah, so it's like this has an opportunity due to its long form content to really get into the nitty gritty of those things we didn't see in the cinemas. So
So
I
I
can
think
understand.
no. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
He, Joshua Awesome said house elf, and I read that with a racial undertone, and I'm like, what do you mean house elf?
What do you mean by
Because it is
that?
because it is a J.K. Rowling book with it. Didn't she have like really racist names for her characters?
Oh, I don't know. There is a house elf though. You know that, right?
I know that, but
Oh,
just
okay,
like
okay.
because like the way I read it, but then I'm thinking like, yeah, J.K. Rowling would do some like hilariously racist shit like that. But point is, I could see them going into all the things that people didn't like about the films in the series
I mean,
because
yeah, probably,
much more content. And I could,
but not Black
it's
Snake.
gonna be fine.
I'm not trying to
Yeah, I don't like that.
watch Black Snake get hung from a tree and then immediately go
And
after the white woman.
yeah,
Where's my
yeah,
Koofy
Dr.
at, man?
Marvel. A lot to say about that.
My Koofy gone. But I will say,
Um,
I wish if they had gone like, the founding of Hogwarts and then like some dark wizard stuff and then into Harry Potter, I'd be like, all right, this is cool now. Like you get me up to the Harry Potter books again with all the lore and the backstories, and then watch Voldemort create the Horcruxes. Like you could do all that. Sorry if I'm spoiling anything for anybody, but it's
no.
old. Whatever. I would have
But
rather them.
the best my last point I'll make on it is the best comparison I can draw is the same kind of the same thing we discuss with like Lord of the Rings and we always discuss it with Star Wars where it's like the lore is so vast and deep that it's like why do you keep going to these same things over and over again because like I remember playing Hogwarts Legacy and they mentioned some Hogwarts school, not really Hogwarts school, but like some wizard school in Africa that's like carved into the side of a mountain, but they don't
Yeah,
even use wands. They use their hands for spells. And I'm just like, there's other schools you could go to when y'all keep going back to Hogwarts. Like, if you want to keep
yeah.
the Harry Potter brand, like, yeah, I get it. Like, matters more than anything in this world. But like there's so much more you could do with it. Maybe just call it like the Wizarding World or whatever, and then just like explore it.
I
Like
mean,
go beyond
the
Hogwarts, go
Wizarding
to the
World
African.
is that's what their whole thing is called. Like the whole like app or whatever it is, it's called the Wizarding World anyway.
Yeah,
All right.
but
Josh Ross is
see, that's some
correct.
help. That's some house elf shit.
The Triwizard Cup. It was they brought the Russians in, and then the white girls.
Wow.
That whole white girl school.
Listen, I don't have a segue. So speaking of white women, this summer, Supergirl lands in theaters June 26th.
I the trailer's cool.
I wasn't blown away.
All right, this man's a hater.
I'm not. I wish I was, but no, I just it feels like Guardians of the Galaxy all over again.
I think they
Like
they they fixed the colors though, so I don't see it no more.
they did fix the colors. I will give them that. I do. I still like Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I just would have liked something a bit different than what we've seen in Guardians. Like even the character Krem of the Yellow Hills and his whole crew, they look like Ravagers. Like you've got her listening to 80s music with Walkman headphones on and a long trench coat, getting into grungy bar fights in space bars. Like this is Guardians. Like I just would have
uh,
preferred something a
jo-
bit different.
Joshua Austin was not Joshua Austin. Sorry, O'Shaughnessy was right. They had to make him look like Ravagers because the dude looked like a ginger Craven.
I mean, best thing.
O'Shaughnessy
Okay,
was
in the
right.
comics, yes, Krem of the Yellow Hills does look like. Actually, I would say he looks more like an evil Irish Green Arrow, but he's a space pirate.
He
I would
looks
have
like
liked to
Craven the
have
Hunter.
him. Nah, he looks like everybody can go look him up. He looks like evil Irish Green Arrow, but I would have liked them to lean more into the pirate aesthetic. Like make him like a cosmic Jack Sparrow looking kind of villain, and not just the Ravagers all over again.
I'll tell you, man. Wait, what James gonna do? Why you can't rock with him, Carlito? Well, Carlito
Because
answers
he be
that.
doing weird shit, man. Just putting like breeding fetishes in Superman and
Hey,
all like
man,
the excessive everything in
that was my favorite part of the
Peacemaker.
movie.
Like it's just that's strange. You should get that looked at. But
You the one
it's
over there talking
just
about what was it like?
that was a very good question. I didn't hear you contest that question at all.
I just stepped away from you. Oh, James, yeah, James Gunn is
Yeah,
weird. That's fine. Everybody weird, as long as he's not a
that's
pedophile.
like it's fine. It's fine being weird. It's just he's not as funny as he thinks he is, and he just puts humor in the wrong places. And
But
then
he didn't even
every
write
once in a while,
this.
but if that's if it feels like this is one of his films. I know it's by the director. I think his name is like David Gillespie or whatever, but it feels like it's directly channeling Guardians of the Galaxy. And I don't know if that's because James Gunn is an executive producer on it or whatever, but
Don't be putting the pedo label on
I'm
nobody, man.
I'm just I want it to be good, and I want to be proven wrong. But both of the trailers I've seen so far didn't really impress me. But I do want Millie Alcock to continue to be Supergirl because I think she is great. We got a new trailer for The Backrooms in theaters on May 29th.
Yeah, I was like, all right, this looks interesting. And also, that dude, the director, he's only 20. I think he's 20, right?
Yeah, I think he was the same guy who directed the series on YouTube,
Yes, he is.
Kane Pixel.
Yeah, it's his series. So that's good, man.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, because this reminds me of like when John Singleton he had pitched Boys in the Hood, and
Mm-hmm.
then he was like, "Nah, you got to let me direct it." So he was able to direct it. I think he was like 24 or something like that. He's like the youngest person to ever be nominated, at least at that time, nominated for like a best best picture or not best picture, whatever it was, best original story. Um, so that's cool, man. Good luck to the kid, and it does look really good.
It looks amazing. Like yeah. I hope he has a successful career. That's pretty dope. I'm
Oh,
gonna go check it out when it's theater. Me and Slurm's gonna go watch it, and
yeah,
my son.
y'all enjoy. And Carlito, I don't know, I ain't seen the tweets, man, but
Oh yeah, yeah. Carlito, send them the tweets. Like them shits were wild.
yeah, I ain't seen them tweets.
We got a new trailer for Masters of the Universe in theaters on June 5th.
This looks terrible to me. Everything I see from it, it just looks worse. And then I heard Jared Leto's voice. You should have just saved Skeletor. And now I don't like. It's not Mark Hamill. This movie not for me.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
Yeah, it's not. It looks very generic.
Yeah,
Like very paint by numbers. Kind of looks like AI in some instances. It's casted very well. Like I like the guy that they got for He-Man himself.
yeah, but
And
they should have got
I hate
someone
to
else for Adam.
I would have been fine with I'm fine with the way they're doing it
But
here.
they need to
Like
CG
that's
his CG away the neck. He needs to be scrawny.
like Chris Evans and Captain America.
Yeah, like I want small Adam, and then by the power of Grayskull, and then I want like the buffness. Everybody like
Yeah,
Man at Arms supposed to be jacked. Like I want them
I mean,
standing like this.
you can't get a bunch of bodybuilders to actually be good actors. So like, I mean, looking at him, like I think they did a fantastic job with that casting. And if this, you know what I'm kind of hoping this is. I didn't think the trailer for the most recent Dungeons and Dragons film was all that good. I thought it was very cheesy and it felt very much like another just Marvel copy. But then like the Dungeons and Dragons film came out and turns out it was awesome. I absolutely loved it. I'm hoping this is that where it's like the trailer doesn't present it as good as it actually is. And then when I watch it on streaming, because I'm not going to the movie theaters to watch this, it impresses me and it surprises me. And it turns out, oh,
You,
okay, maybe
you didn't see Dungeons and Dragons in theaters?
no, I saw it on
Oh, you
streaming.
didn't? Oh, I saw it in theaters.
Yeah, and I wish I did see it in theaters
Yeah,
because it
it was
definitely
good.
deserved my money. But because it's all about the marketing and the presentation. Like the trailer didn't hook me. So
Yeah.
like when it actually came out, I was like, oh okay, I'll wait for streaming. And I'm gonna do the same thing with Masters of the Universe. But I hope I'm proven wrong with the same way I was with Dungeons and Dragons because Masters of the Universe does seem like a really cool franchise that could become something more.
It's
Hopefully without Jared Leto anymore because I don't know why. That's another thing that pisses me off.
yeah, I don't know why
Skeletor
he
looks
did it.
cool as shit in this trailer. Like being objective, Skeletor looks fucking dope. But Jared Leto's voice does not have that Skeletor
It's
menace.
it's because you could tell he's
Like it,
trying to
it
do his own thing. Like, same when he was doing Joker. He's
yeah.
all right, man. That's enough out of you.
I mean, it's just it's not my taste. I mean, not like Jared Leto. I don't want him to be Skeletor. Like Skeletor, you either have to be like deeply menacing, or you got to go full on into the campiness with like a Mark Hamill or like a flamboyantly gay Tim Curry Rocky Horror esque kind of yeah, like that's what Skeletor needs to be.
Yeah, I feel
But
like he
like
he just saw a picture of Skeletor. It was like, all right, let me give this a very evil voice. Like, no, man, that's not what He Man is. That's not what we doing.
he he saw a picture of Skeletor, he was like, okay, how can I bring an Ed Hardy shirt to life? Like it just it feels like broody. It doesn't really give me Skeletor the way that like
No, but
I've
oh,
always seen him. I'm not a diehard Masters of the Universe fan. Like I'm not trying to purport myself to be that, but I do have an appreciation for its place in pop culture in media. And every time I've seen Skeletor, he's either been like deeply menacing or like the best meme creator there is because he's just absolutely hilarious.
you're talking about that old Skeletor. But
That's
well,
the
all
one I
right,
like.
two things. Because one, you said He Man seems interesting. Man, He Man is literally just a cash grab. The only reason
Yeah.
there's a story at all, and y'all should watch on Netflix. Watch the Toys That Made Us. I love that show. But the only reason they did
Hmm.
it is because they had, I forgot, they had like, they just had these toys and they just needed a story to sell it. So they just started making stuff up.
Hmm.
So they just made stuff up, put it out, and then just made a bunch of buddies. Like, all right, well, guess we got something. And then
Yeah.
the other thing is Josh Arsenal's point. Like Skeletor was just CG. Why didn't they just get Mark Hamill to be the voice? And maybe Mark Hamill didn't want to
Hmm.
do it anymore. Um, I don't know, but like whatever Jared Leto doing is not it. Plus,
Yeah.
he is a cult leader, like Smooth Carlito said. So.
My last point, like I do agree that yes, it was made to create toys, but that was the same thing with Transformers. Like Transformers started off as a toy line with Hasbro, and then Hasbro then hired Marvel to write the lore behind
Yeah.
it. So it's like it's fine to have like corny, cheap ass, obviously cash grab origins, but it then can become something. So
No, I'm
like
saying that
I would like to.
whatever they wrote for He Man was just it didn't make no sense. Sorry, excuse me. Just go watch. Seriously, go watch the go watch the series and just look at the stuff they were coming up with for He Man specifically. Transformers is different. It just
I
it's
feel like
dumb
back then
though.
all that shit was corny as hell, but we loved it because we were kids. On a much more somber note, we lost the cartoon legend this past week. Barry Caldwell, a veteran animator, director, and storyboard artist who helped shape, I don't know, countless different shows and films like
Mm-hmm.
Animaniacs, Osmosis Jones, I think Tiny Toon Adventures, Pinky
Mm-hmm.
and the Brain as well.
Mm-hmm.
He unfortunately passed away. So
Yeah.
rest in peace to him and condolences to the family.
Yeah. That's so sad, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's just another one of those faces where it's like you don't recognize the impact he made on our childhood up until they pass on. So,
yeah.
yeah, very much thanks for everything he's contributed.
Yeah, man.
All right, and that brings us to our main topic,
Wait, hold on. I
which
don't know.
is
I don't know if we going. We might not make it.
you want to just end it here?
We might have to. We can say a little bit about it. Just say a little bit about it.
So, as of recent, there has and we did talk about that last week, Joshua. Awesome.
So yeah, the Valcom or
Um,
AI thing. That's terrible. I don't like it.
yeah. So, to give you guys a quick rundown. There have been two big uh, moments with regards to child protection policies, both in social media and in video games. With regards to social media, a jury awarded 6 million to a 20-year-old woman who said she developed an addiction to Instagram and YouTube when she was a child. Meta and Google will both have to pay her 6 million, including 3 million in punitive damages and 3 million in compensatory damages.
Yeah,
In addition to that,
it's like a 70-30
um,
split. Also, I think YouTube is
yeah,
30% of it. Meta 70.
yeah. In addition to that, Mario Kart Tour has been giving an age 18 plus rating over its monetization systems. The decision was issued on Brazil's App Store due to gambling like mechanics, which sparked the discussion and the curiosity between me and Samson of yes, protect the children, but at what point does it become overreach, invasive in various other avenues or towards adults and et cetera, et cetera?
Sorry,
I
we're
will
gonna
let
make
you
this
go
quick.
first because
Yeah, we're gonna make it
yeah.
quick. We've been rambling. Uh, I personally think that I think I think it's more predatory. And I think it's predatory in a way that they want microtransactions in games. Is how they make games now because they want
Mhm.
you. There's no end to the game, right? Because we talked about I forgot what week that was. We talk about how like studies show that like people get depressed when a game ends. So one, they keep you
Yeah.
engaged. There's no end to the game. Uh, because they're keeping you engaged, they will keep making money off of you. So here's like some skins, here are microtransactions, here are loot boxes, and now they're just starting to add that to all games, so they can just keep making money off of you, off that same game, that same content that you're just there's no into, right?
Yeah.
And since this woman won this lawsuit, I think like this should translate into this gaming world as well. Like it's designed to keep you engaged, and I agree with like not letting like actual kids play something like that. One, like you don't have no money. That's number one. So you don't need to be. Uh, you really don't need to be in here. Or if you're going to be in here, you need to be properly supervised, right? So you raise that rating.
Mhm.
I guess the hope is like parents will monitor what their kids are doing, but we
Yeah.
know that doesn't really exist. Uh, so, which is why, you know, let's say for that girl that won the lawsuit against Meta and Alphabet, right? I'm sure her parents handed her the phone. She's out of there,
Yeah.
right?
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
like, no offense, parenting is hard, like, but I think at some point you have to start monitoring what your kids are doing. Like I got a homie, he don't even let his kids watch specific like Miss Rachel s content. So like, they can watch Miss Rachel. Miss Rachel's fine. Like sorry, Miss Rachel.
I thought you said interracial
Oh
content,
no, Miss Rachel, Miss Rachel. Right.
mixed
So
race content. I was like,
no, no,
what?
no, no. So Miss Rachel is fine, right? But then there'll be other like little kid shows that they won't let their kids watch because of how it's done, and like it's that
Hmm.
level of supervision that needs to go into all things, and I just don't think that happens. So I agree. I don't think it's government overreach. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think it helps. Like, all right, you got to be 18 or older to buy this. Cool. Given like the psychological effects it can have on you, can, all that stuff. I think all that is good. You don't need to be gambling on loot boxes anyway. You're too young for that.
Yeah.
And then if you want to play, all right, let your parent get it for you. And if they say you can do that, go ahead and ruin your life. That's perfectly fine. That's what I think.
Yeah. That's fair. So, Joshua, awesome to answer one of your previous questions. Um, they do so. Brazil classifies its systems with regards to loot boxes. Randomization also falls under that category. So it doesn't necessarily mean you are going out and purchasing loot boxes. If there is a mechanic kind of like that operates like a slot machine, it falls under this reason for being penalized or for this classification in that children should not have access to it because even though they're not putting money into the whole loot box system, they are being trained with the whole randomization process into liking gambling, which, as we know, can manifest in a wide variety of problems as they get older. Because we see that now there are gambling apps for everything. As during like damn near 30% of the Super Bowl commercials this year were just all, hey, DraftKings and blah blah blah, So to that point, I agree with Samsung in that kids should not be gambling in any capacity. Like, I understand games might have various elements of it. So I do agree with the classification of anything involving gambling, anything involving any sort of vice crime should have a barrier for entry for young people. My concern, and I fully admit that this is my own personal bias, I don't trust corporations and I don't trust the government in what their true intentions are with regards to protecting children. We can go into a whole bunch of other political stuff involving various lists that should have been prosecuted if you really wanted to protect. But I think this is a Trojan horse in that they're going to use it as like, hey, look at us, we're doing something to protect people. But then it very easily segues into even more of our personal liberties being taken away from us, even from adults who don't even have children. So with the Facebook, with the Instagram and the YouTube case, you had an instance where, okay, now Meta and Google are both being held liable. Inevitably, there are going to be several other cases that follow up because, if I'm being honest, in my opinion, social media has destroyed an entire generation of children. Like, it has truly messed up all of Gen Z, in my opinion. Millennials got nicked by it, but we really only had to worry about like MySpace and a little bit of Facebook here and there. But like, if you want to talk about the true impact of
Hey
social
man,
media on
Zanga,
what?
don't leave
I
Zanga
forgot about
behind.
Zanga. You right. AIM. We had Yahoo chat rooms, all that stuff. But it's like that was all social media in its infancy. They got hit with the full force of just like the psychological torment and the self-esteem issues, all the other shit. So it's like there will be other cases that follow up and try to get their money and their and to hold these big corporations accountable. With that will then come policy. And I think it's going to be a matter of the government, kind of like what they did with the Patriot Act after 9/11, where they were like, hey, this is actually to protect you. But really, it was them stripping all of our personal surveillance liberties away from us. So that's my big concern. It's like if they really want to do this to benefit children, I think that all falls on the parent. I don't think that should be big government stepping in and saying, okay, this is what everyone must abide by now. I agree. Parenting is hard. I know. I listen, it can be it's a 24/8 job where it's like you just got to put in all the work, but it's like it's not hard to monitor what your children are doing. It's not hard to just pay attention and be like, "Hey, stay away from gambling mechanics. Stay away from explicit content." Just there for as many different ways as there are to access the internet, there are just as many ways to monitor your child, even with apps on your phone. There is nothing my child watches that I don't see to where it's like I can literally just go through his entire YouTube history right now over the course of the day. And if I see something that's like, hey, this is a little red pilly, or if this is a little, listen, a little too explicit for your age, I could easily just be like, hey, yo, what's this about? We can have a conversation about it. But it's like to say that, okay, the government now is going to take the place of the parent is something that deeply concerns me because I, again, do not trust the government in any capacity. Like it's all about just trying to strip away as much power as possible from the people and give power to the big machine.
Mm-hmm.
And this all got way too political in a way that I did not expect this episode, but I get it. Like, kids are very important and they should be cherished and protected and loved in all these various many ways. But we as people need to also be very careful with how these stories are presented to us and what hidden agendas are behind them.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, thank you, Smooth Carlito. We forgot about Black Planet. Black Planet's the originator, the original, the
I think I was
blueprint
too young
for
for
it
Black.
all. No, you.
Yeah, I feel like I was too. When was Black Planet? I wasn't on Black Planet.
I mean, like the 2000s.
What? I don't think I was on that. I was on like Newgrounds and shit.
I mean, it existed. Like, I would say it's the blueprint for all the social media stuff, or at least like
Bro,
Facebook
we
and all
always the blueprint. Everything we do is the blueprint for some shit we don't get credit for.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on,
but
wait.
this
Now I'm
episode is gone.
curious. Yeah,
We
99.
are going on 40 minutes.
From the 99 to the yeah, we about to end it. All right. So what am I
What you
watching?
watching?
Finish
Rapid
Jujutsu
fire.
Kaisen. Uh, finish Free Run. I think I finished. I think the season's over for Free Run. Uh, watching Paradise. Trying to get through season 2. Paradise is very amazing. Watch that joint. Neighbors, of course. Go watch Project Hail Mary if you haven't already. One Piece comes back on the 5th, which is Monday, I think, something like that. Um, uh, what else am I watching? I always forget one thing. Uh, oh, Invincible. I'm tired of the art, but I am watching it. Oh yeah, sorry for Josh Washington. You just reminded me. If you are like very behind on One Piece, you just want to wait. This year is when the Wit Studio remake comes out, so that'll be a good time to get into One Piece because you just watch it fresh. I'm pretty sure it comes out this year. Um,
I hope so.
yeah, and I think that's it. Not really
Um,
playing anything. I haven't actually played a game in like 2 weeks because I've just been watching stuff.
yeah.
But when I do play, it's
um,
Ghost. Shout out to Smooth Carlito. Be on Yote.
yeah. I've been playing Slay the Spire. I don't know if you're familiar with it,
Mm-mm.
but it's a turn-based RPG that uses cards for attacks and defenses and skills and all this other stuff. I really enjoy it. It's really fun. Slay the Spire 2 came out recently. I think it's still an open beta though on Steam. I'm playing the first one because I didn't never really got a chance to play it when the original came out. And it's also on available on mobile, which is very helpful when I'm constantly running around the house dealing with children. Aside from that, I'm playing Zelda Breath of the Wild for the first time. Enjoying it. It's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
Elden Ring, but a lot more cozy. Um, Open world where it's like if you see something interesting, you go to it, you find something interesting. I really appreciate those games. Combat is very simple. It's about everything you expect from Zelda. Very well done. I appreciate now that I can play it in 60 frames per second on my son's Nintendo Switch too. Aside from that, I'm just watching Scrubs. I got to finish Jujutsu Kaisen. Trying to just chew through One Piece, one arc at a time. Still in Jaya. I gotta commit to my 2 to 3 episodes a day New Year's resolution, and I think that's it. Yeah, yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to see Super Mario Galaxy this Friday.
Oh yeah, I forgot
I'm
that comes out.
excited to watch
46%.
44% on Rotten Tomatoes film. Actually, I think it's down to 44.
It's down. It's down.
I love every second of that shit.
Yeah, you enjoy that, man. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. Follow us on like YouTube, Spotify, Twitch is what this is right now. Um, yeah, we'll be back next week with a
Mhm.
a full story. Oh, and seriously, watch that Jujutsu Kaisen season, whatever that is, finale. Amazing episodes, like an hour long. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Invincible should take notes. All right, peace, y'all.
Peace.